hubris.
I think she has more hubris than her dad.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, she does.
And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of the way. No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess.
Oh my goodness.
We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. I'm gonna go eat my lunch in the car.
Hey, wait a second. Hey.
How we feeling, everybody?
I don't know what
I
her
like that
motive
there's a
is
little
with
bit
not
more
her sister.
complexity to
Yes.
this case.
It definitely wasn't like super straightforward. We knew who the murderers were, but it's definitely the why.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why would my aunt...
Is that his Francisca?
That's Francesca.
I think it's Francisca, yeah.
Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ah! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. I may need to rethink my own sentence.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation?
Oh, down on me, even though we're the same age.
And not
But
the
I
same
wear
height.
heels, yeah.
Yes.
Nick, as soon as I'm out, I'm getting heels.
I mean, she is, like, sprite-wise, taller. Like, look at where her face is compared to where Mia's face is.
I love the eyes.
Oh,
They just command such respect.
It's the eyebrows, too. It's the hairstyle. It's everything.
But she's just
Honestly-
like, I know enough. Like, I know your dirty secret. Like, that's the look.
No, you know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Cassandra from the Tangled series. I kind of get that vibe.
I see
Alright.
what you're saying.
Let's all pretend collectively like we get the reference.
I get the reference!
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Quite literally, too.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. Father who? In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion.
Never heard of him.
And then we'll know who the real winner is.
Okay, so I'm thinking about this some more. To fit in with Ori's, like, face swap theory, only Enid's driver license was found.
That's
and
what
we
I'm
know
saying.
like Enid was driving. I'm thinking they looked at that and was like, oh, this must be Enid's face, and like maybe reconstructed that face on Mimi. So
That's what I'm
We've
saying,
talked
yeah.
about
pretty
this a
sure
lot
we're
last
dealing
episode.
with Mimi.
That's what we've been saying, yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows? I don't know what else her motivation could be otherwise.
Well, because I'm trying to think, like, what evidence do we have to present?
Let's
and
go
I know
back
we have
through
the
it.
picture and everything, but
1 hour later.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The only other thing that I'm thinking about now, though, is that Dr. Gray sent her to Hotties, and where she got traumatized by Dr.
Oh,
Hottie.
anyone would be traumatized by that guy.
See, this is what's weird to me about it. Enid Holtz interviewed at the crash. I was so tired, and I dropped off to sleep. And then there was this crash, and I woke up in a huge sea of flames.
But
and I
like
was
the
still
driver
asleep.
was the one who was supposed to fall asleep.
But I opened the right door and got out.
So she was the driver.
That's what I've been thinking. But
Well, because if we're talking like Japanese, because I doubt they would have localized. Maybe they localized
I
it,
don't know. But
if we're
then
talking
she says-
Japan, yeah, the driver is on the right side of the car.
But then she says this, if Aini is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister Mimi. Mimi was the nurse at the clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed. Is this then just a mere coincidence? And that's the whole thing. So that's why this portion is succeed as hell, but I don't understand.
The thing about the right door gets me. So we're assuming, because what we know now is, assumedly, Dr. Gray drugged her.
The story is Mimi driving car home with sister Enid. Enid, also tired, fell asleep.
Both
Then,
asleep, yeah.
at some point, Mimi fell asleep at the wheel, crashed, woke up Enid, who didn't essentially die on impact, it seemed like, who got out of the car,
escaped.
and then the car burned her sister to death. And then it's like
Yeah.
a sussy, does this have to do with that malpractice case?
Yeah.
That's the story that we
Basically,
have
the
going.
paper is going. Okay, so the title of this one is Doctor Lurking in the Shadows.
Yeah, because
he
it's,
might have killed them,
is
yeah.
that this is the
So
part where it's like
even
might
the
have
press
drugged her.
was
Well,
suspecting.
yeah, that's why the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, we're in court now.
All right, let's go. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Or he's bluffing right now. Eeny, Meeny, and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there.
But what about it? Okay, we get like a whole testimony thing. I think this should be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Miss
Let's let
Mimi.
it play out. Let's see what direction.
Please testify to this court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive.
I am.
Keeping
I
you
like-
on your toes.
I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past.
Well, that's kind of what the whole trial thing's about.
Miss Meany, if you please.
Okay. Like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Oh, it'll
But-
do lots of good. For us.
Lotta good?
If
Duh.
the face swap happens, I will be so happy. I just want it to happen. I want it to be that crazy, you know?
That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving.
And so was I.
I was, like, totally pooped, too. So I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat.
This all checks out to what she said before.
I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
I think I've heard enough of this incident.
Oh, I mean, it was all the talk on the tabloid shows the day after last year, so you probably heard about it a lot.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Drug!
Those family rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
I will do so.
Press everything.
Press everything.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister.
Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle.
Well, good thing the game thinks of questions for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't really care about this at all.
I'm sorry, Mars just said to press everything, so you don't
No.
get a choice.
No,
Important thing.
I'll press this.
Yeah, just because she's being so vague about it.
That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct?
Yeah.
What was the cause of that mistake?
Medical oopsie whoopsie. Like, I heard it was cause of the medicines. Like, they got mixed up.
Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. Objection. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault.
Which means that, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake.
But, like, it really wasn't my sis.
She was totally tired? You mean exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police, and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation.
I would also think she'd lose her license to practice, but,
It's no wonder then that that car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Oh, they're gonna talk about she
No.
doesn't have her license, and we just know that she got her license. That's what's gonna happen.
Huh?
Let's
Like,
see.
what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True. That is the safe thing to do.
But, like, I don't have, like,
Ow!
a driver's license.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, boss, beat the bing, beat the ball.
We gotcha!
This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony so
Mhm.
Phoenix can pick it apart.
Like, okay. Anyway,
Do we want to press everything else before
No, I just want
presenting
to
the
present
license?
it. I just want to go.
Alrighty.
This is it.
I mean, this is definitely it.
Where does it say? Wait, I don't see where it says her license.
Go next.
No, go back.
No, I went back and it didn't say it. I don't see it talking about that.
Pressing
I guess
everything.
I'm gonna go through a little second for a second. Yeah, there it is. It's at the
Oh,
end.
it's at the end. Okay.
Okay.
That tricked me.
Present. Well, do it. Okay, hold on. Actually, I want to press it first, or do you think we just present it? Because sometimes it's.
I think you present.
Okay, I'll present. We
I
have all
think
our health.
present.
We have all our
This
health.
one seems
We have all our
very
health. We
specific
have all our
enough.
Objection! Point!
This is written.
Miss Meany, that was a lame lie just now. Your pants are on fire like that car wreck a year ago.
Oh,
Like,
too
what the-
soon.
like, my sister died? Like, are you for real?
Phoenix, your bedside manner.
I'm
Good
very
God.
serious, and I know you had a license back then. This is a
are
photo
a
of you
lawyer.
that you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
You, like, want to be like Dr. Gray?
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
Oh, I was
Meanie.
like threatening his life.
You can present the gun to me, I present it to you.
No, but like that's what Dr. Gray did too, and then I Uno reverse carded it.
Shit, you're right, you did.
You
You're right.
really did.
That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
Lies.
You were
No,
in the
no,
hospital.
no. You had it, Tap. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how do you know? Ouch!
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like last November.
What? In November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Can we not, like, get actual records?
What in the...
That's what happened, Mr. Wright.
Don't mock me.
At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license.
No!
Right. And my VIP will accommodate.
Your rip is what's making me cry.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. That would be illegal.
I'm like glad you get it. Like I would rather die than be in a vehicle traffic violation. But like even if I had my license, I like don't think my sis would have like let me drive. Bleh.
Would have run them off of
No!
the bridge. Don't just stand there humming to yourself.
When did you get a whip, Mia? Jeez, what? No, not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. What? This is not...
Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway?
That's because
Don't whip me.
I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you please.
like how annoying. Oops, like sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Bleh.
Yeah, sure. That's the biggest lie of the night.
Like around the time I was like really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of her cars and like really valued them. She had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night
I don't know where
too.
this is going.
Interesting.
I don't know where this is going.
I see. A bright red car for sports.
Yeah, they play
No,
polo with the cars now.
Oh, do they? I must
car
get into
polo.
that. That sounds very fun indeed. But you may question the witness when you're ready. I'm gonna research more about this car polo.
What?
Rocket League, they play soccer with cars.
Oh.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but I know Edgeworth liked his red car. Too bad that had a murder in it too.
Yeah, red cars are just magnets for these
They
things.
really are. They're magnets for the police as well, statistically.
Get blue, guys. It's so much better.
All right. I'll press it.
Press everything, honestly. I don't know where they're going with this. Jeez.
So, what do you mean by really close?
Like I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Permit.
Wow, that big name lawyer doesn't even know what a driver's permit is.
I don't have a license.
He rides a bike to work.
I walk to
okay?
work. I freaking walk to work. We take cabs and taxis. I don't have a license.
Well, this lawyer never had a permit. What?
Ignorance is to be vipped.
What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
So like, may I continue?
I like the callback to Phoenix not having a license, though, honestly. I don't really care about her value of the cars.
We literally know nothing, though.
Alright.
I feel like if we skip some, we're going to regret it.
She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at like a drop of rain, and like, she would notice if someone like touched the car door with dirty hands.
In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage? Ever! Press harder. Why did she take such special care of the car?
How can you say that? It was Brent's picking new car.
A new car?
Like, you wouldn't want to like get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance.
I'm
all right?
trying,
You hear
but
that,
Mars
Mars?
told me to
Do you
press
hear that,
everything.
I hear it. I said the line. I heard it. Can't deny it gave us the press harder.
I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you so much for the Giga Chads who became members. We really appreciate it.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us.
See you next time.